Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. If you are new to this channel, this is where I take free picks from my favorite sports writers and sports handicappers from the internet and display them on the board so you can go ahead and make your own determinations and place a wager on it. I choose these games by the ones that I would like to particularly watch. As you can see, I'm a fan of the Big East. But today we are doing free picks for Saturday, March 7th. And let's get going. Yesterday, old news, yesterday I went 2-2. Not bad. I'll take it, whatever. Monmouth, I had them beating Siena. I should have, Siena's my home team. Should have took Siena, but I didn't, and Monmouth lost. Siena won 86-72. Then I took Clemson to win at home against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was the underdog, and they won outright 65-62. Then the games I won, I got NC State. They easily beat Wake Forest 84-64. I chose that game. And finally, with the full Capper consensus, like everybody else, I took Davidson to beat VCU, and they won 75-65. Okay, I have a big slate of games today. Conference tournaments already started in some of these little divisions, like where were they? Missouri Valley, Colonial. I don't know, but sorry, it's early and it's my day off, and well, let's get to marking up this board, find out what Capper's going to do today. Okay, as you can see, I do like the Big East. It's my favorite conference. I'm going to stop rambling now and get to doing this. Okay, Villanova versus Georgetown. We got college football news. Pete Firetuck. Now I'm getting in mode. He scoring the game 82-73. That would be over 144 and a hook. College Football News said that. Pete Firetuck. Okay, next we have Stat Salt. Philly Flash is taking Villanova. He said it's going to go under. Philly Flash did. Picks and parlays, David, one name only guy. Then, John from Ricket Picks, my buddy. It's unlikely he chooses game. He picks some weird games, but he only does like one basketball, or sometimes he did two today, but he does like only one or two games per sport per day. I think he did a soccer thing today. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's throw another one up there. Bookie Blasters Brian Bittler also is taking Villanova to lay 7.5 points. Bookie Blasters. Brian Bittler. He's like he's a higher ranking handicapper over there. I don't know how many units or whatever, but he's up there. I think he might be in the top 5. Not sure. Like as I've mentioned before, Bookie Blasters, Picks and Parlays, they have 35 cappers in their, I call it a stable of handicappers. And it's a battle to see who's right now it's Aronson is number 1. But I think Brian Bittler he's top 10. Moving on. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full capper consensus pick. I'm not going to do a dance. It's too early in the morning. And that the Perlo dance, that's more of a hockey thing. I can't steal it. It's his. I stole that dance. Perlo dance. I'm throwing your pearls. That's what he does in his handicapping show. But anyway, this is a full capper consensus. Nobody's taking Georgetown. All the cappers take Villanova to lay 7.5. If my daughter was awake, she would be dancing with me. It's big. It's bigger and better when it's, oh, I don't know. It's early. Sorry. Because there's so many games, I'm going to do another show today. That's why I'm banging this one out at 6 o'clock in the morning. After this, I have to do a XFL, and then hockey, and then one more college basketball. I love it, but it's like a second job. It's like that I don't get paid for. Unless you hit subscribe, and maybe eventually I'll get paid for it. Okay, Marquette versus St. Johns. The Golden Eagles, Red Storm. Winners and whiners. Adam Rosino, Stat Salt, Philly Flash, and he is saying over 153 and a hook. Okay, Doc Sports, that's Tony Sink. They're all taking Marquette. Taking St. Johns is Pick Dogs Mitch. And Sports Chat Place, Randy Chambers. My marker's starting to flatten out. I need a sharper tip. So, but let's take a look at that. They've already played before. January 21st. The score was 68-82 in favor of Marquette, but Marquette was playing at home. St. Johns now is playing at home, and here's the deal. Marquette has this guy, Marcus Howard. He's a beast. He's like 27, averages 27 points a game. But St. John's has LJ Figueroa, and they both have 3 double-digit players. LJ Figueroa averages, I think, roughly, it's got to be, I want to say 15 points per game. But, what else? Senior night at St. John's. Learned that from Randy Chambers. This is what I do, and because of that, and 12-6 at home. Look at Marquette's on the road record. Marquette on the road, 3-7. So, and yeah, I'm going with St. John's on senior night to get it done. Then moving on. We got Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on Purdue in Indiana. So let's just get going. Purdue is giving up 6 points. Sorry I wasn't prepared for this. Taking Rutgers, we have Sports Chat Place, Chris Ruffalo. This is unedited too. And that's it. Everybody else is taking Purdue. Just write them down. Winners and whiners. Scott Reichel. He is like the dude that if you go to Stat Salt. If you go to Stat Salt, you always see him in the middle on the video, Scott I don't know if it's Reichel or Rochelle or whatever. Doc Sports, Guy Brune. Hi, Guy. Pick Dogs Mitch. And Stat Salt, Winning Willie. So, and Winning Willie is saying it's going to go over. Now let's discuss this really quickly. Okay. Now Rutgers, 1911 overall, 1-8 on the road. They're shitty on the road. All right. Purdue, 16-14 overall, 11-4 at home. I don't know if it's senior night there, but here's the thing: Rutgers 6 points. Even though they're shitty on the road, every loss on the road has been within 6 points or less. Every game on the road, every win or loss on the road has been within 6 points or less. That being said, and you know, I am a fan of the Scarlet Knights too. I think Purdue's probably going to win, but I am taking the Scarlet Knights with the 6 points. I'll add that they did play on the January 28th. Rutgers beat Purdue 70-63 in New Jersey, but they're a totally different team now. They're a home team. You know, at home they're great. So, and they're like these guys are playing for seeding in the Big Ten tournament. And I think they're both probably going to go to the big dance. I'm not sure. Purdue's probably right on the bubble. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Next, finally for this 4-game selection, we have Seton Hall getting 4 points against Creighton Blue Jays. Okay, Seton Hall is a ranked team. Creighton's not even ranked, but they are playing at home, and they beat Seton Hall in Seton Hall 87-82. That's recently, and it's February 12th. Okay. Taking Seton Hall is the only one person from Tony T's show, Chip Trimbles. Chirimbus. I can't say his name. Trimbles is taking Seton Hall. Over here we have college football news. Pete Five-Tuck is scoring the game 89-84. That would be over 151. Winners and whiners: Adam Rosino. And Stat Salt, David Delano, and he's saying it's going to go over. And Pick Dogs Mitch. Okay, let me add. Mitch mentioned it is senior day. Senior day over at Creighton. And I watched a 40-minute program this morning on what's it called? Sports Memo podcast with Drew Martin, and he has this guy on there, Mid-Major Matt, and he's like a Vegas handicapper. He does it for a living and everything. He didn't pick a side, but he did take the over. So that looks like a good bet to go over on this game. And as for aside, I'm going Creighton at home on Seniors Day. I'd be a fool not to, even though Seton Hall is, you know, a great team, but just all the factors going into it. Yeah, plus Creighton's already beat Seton Hall in Seton Hall. I was listening to his argument. Chip was saying it's going to be bounce back. Plus Seton Hall just took a loss to Villanova, so they want to bounce back from that. Yeah. Anyway, to recap, I got Villanova and full capper consensus. A full capper consensus pick. I'm with the Cappers. I got Villanova beating Georgetown. They still have three of their best players are out. Well, doubtful or questionable. I don't know, but they're not in good health. They're injured. Sorry, Patrick Ewing. You know. Okay, got St.Johns. I'm going against the majority, but I got St. John's winning at home. I think that's also a Seniors Day. Yeah, Senior Day. That Randy Chambers told me that. Man, they have Marcus Howard, but I'm taking St. John's. It's done deal. Not rushing to the bank to play it, but I do want to watch it. I got the Rutgers against the Capper majority, just me and Chris Ruffalo. I think the Rutgers are going to lose. I keep saying the Rutgers. That fucks me up every time. Rutgers are going to lose, but they're going to stay within 6, just like they have all season. 1-8 on the road, so they lose on the road, but they always keep it close. Who knows? Maybe they can surprise everybody and beat Boilermakers. And finally, I took Creighton to beat Seton Hall. So gather your info, place your bets, and cash those tickets. I'm such a cornball. Thanks for watching. I have to do hockey next, and then I'm gonna do XFL. All this starts soon. These games, this starts at like 12. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 2:30. You know what I mean? XFL, that's on today at like 1 or something. Hockey, I think that goes later. Hockey's at 1 o'clock too. Hey, hockey. The next round of basketball, I got Syracuse game. I'm going to do that. That's 4 o'clock. XFL starts at 2. So I have a lot of work ahead of me. All right. So I should have left that up, but I'm going to get going. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Okay.